What's up, you guys? Welcome back to my channel. My name is Torrence, and in today's video, not only are we bringing the Wahala, which is a translation for drama, because honey, as you can see, Juvia's place did not come to play, and I did not either. I am feeling this look, I am feeling myself, and more importantly, I am feeling the love and support from you all because we have hit 100 subscribers, and I am too excited. I am so happy, you guys. Yesterday at work, right after I clocked out, I checked my screen and it said 100, and I screamed so loud it scared everyone around me. All day at work, it stayed at 99, and I just kept checking every few hours. And I finally said, you know what, Torrence, this is too much. You're not going to care anymore. But when it hit 100, I raced home with the biggest smile on my face because the first thing I wanted to do was fall asleep and wake up and give you all this tutorial. I am so happy, so grateful, and so thankful for the love and support that you all have shown. And with this, I wanted to show you all a tutorial using the brand that I used in my very first tutorial, which is Juvia's Place, and also doing another giveaway for the 100 subscribers. I did one for the 10, I'm doing one for the 100, and I also plan on doing one for the 1000. If you want to see how I achieved this look as well as the items that I'm going to be giving away in the tutorial, just go ahead and continue to watch. Today is a good day. Today is a good day, honey. I am so excited and so grateful for you all. I hit the 100 subscriber mark. Although that may not be a big landmark for many people, for me, it feels absolutely wonderful. When I started my channel in February, that's all I asked for my birthday was to hit 100 subscribers. And we are only in August, and my birthday isn't until September, so I am on cloud 9 right now. And according to the title, as you already saw, I am using the Juvia's Place Wahala palette, and I have not even seen this bad baby. It came in the mail and I opened the box, but I kept it just like this because I did not want to actually see it until we got to the 100 mark. These last 10 hours have been so nerve-wracking because I've been wanting to open it, but I get to finally see what it looks like, and oh yeah, baby. Let me move this plastic film here. She's much more prettier in person than she is online. Like, look at that. Look at that, honey. Okay, I'm seeing different textures here. We have things like BU, we have Pride, we have Unsilenced. Those all appear to be matte. Then you have shades such as Fighter and Stand Up here, and Unshook. Those all appear to be just regular shimmer formulas. But you have this creamy metallic that tends to look like it will work best with your finger or a silicone applicator, such as Rumors here and Envy here. And then we also have 3 pressed glitters, which is Yanga, Clout, and Pepper Bodie. So we have different colors, different textures, and I want to jump straight into this. Because I used Juvia's Place when I had my very first subscriber, I also wanted to use them for my 100th subscriber. Gotta go up to the top here, and we're gonna start off on the inner half of our crease with this shade BU. And I am going to load my brush up. I'm going to press that right here in the front half and sweep that over to the front half. Not sure what I want to do today. I just know I want to try to use as many colors as possible. She's blending out beautifully. Let's see how this build goes. Going with one more layer. I want this to be rather dark though, because I'm going to go in and buff that out with another color. And I am telling you guys, try one last one. Okay, that appears that's about as dark as she's going to get there. Alright, I'm liking what we got so far, so let's go ahead and jump to the other side. And now I want to use this matte blue shade called Clout for the outer half of my crease. Whoop, that blue picked up real fast, honey. I have to go in slow. Oh, yep, see? That blue said, play with your colors, don't play with me. Ooh. See, Juviasplace is one of those companies I love because they will bring the vibrant colors for you, honey. And we're going to blow this all the way out. We'll have to clean it up when we add foundation and concealer. But I want this blue out here densely packed. We'll hit up that outer V as well. Ooh, all these blues and purples around the eyes, you would swear I was a bruise, honey. And just to ensure we get full pigmentation, we're going to slap another layer on and let that just sit there for a second while we go out and buff and blend out the other side. Trust me. We're going to clean up the edges and buff up. We're going to clean up right here with concealer and buff out the edges with another color, so I'm not really worried about the placement of this one right now. This is a pigmented blue and I am loving it. You can basically just press this in place and then just buff out where you want it to be. Whew, honey, we're looking messy now, but we're gonna clean her up real fast. To blend out the inner half of my crease, I'm gonna go in with this pink shade, Busybody. And to blend out the outer half, I'm gonna go in with this mustard colored shade called Oversabi. Ooh, this pink here, honey, she's looking pigmented. Let's go in, we're gonna press her along the edges first. Oh yeah, she didn't come to play. Knock off the excess, and let's buff that out, honey. I'm going to try to keep it close to the edges here while you're diffusing that, and once you feel comfortable with the blend, then you can buff it up toward the brows. And this is real pigmented, honey. Hit up the other side. Yes, girl, we are bringing the Wahala today. This is giving me David Bowie vibes right now. This seems vibrant too, but I really want to go heavy with this yellow because I want that to try to bring out a green tone in between the two. And look, it's already doing it. There we go. That's what I'm talking about. I can see the green trying to shine through. And you want to buff between those two to get that green to come out before you start to buff up to that yellow. See that right there? I am not the biggest fan of blues, but if you mix in a yellow with it and give me some green, honey, you got me going. And I really want to buff right here so that green stands out before we start to go up. Because I still want that yellow to stand out on its own. And you can see how that transitions from blue down here to green to yellow. That's what we're looking for. Opposite side. We're going to go in just with a little more yellow and buff that along the very highest points of the brows just to make sure that yellow is prominent. Don't want him to get lost under there. Look at that, look at that, look at that, look at that. Okay, Torrence, what do we do next? What do we do next? I promise you, doing your makeup, there is nothing like realizing you've lost a brush and you have not moved. Here we go, okay. But now it's time to cut our crease because we want some lid shades, honey. But of course, we are going high. We want to be able to fit as many colors and textures on this eye as we can. Now that we have our lids filled, we have to go in and bump up many of these textures. And I know I want to try at least one metallic, one shimmer, and one glitter. For the inner half, since we have more purple tones going here, I'm going to try out this shimmer shade and then try to top it off with this metallic shade here. And then for the outer half, just because we have that blue and yellow going on, we're going to put this glitter here on the outer half. Before we go in with any of those shimmer shades, I want to go back in with that matte blue shade Love and build that up on the outer V just to make sure this blue isn't lost. Because it seems like that green then came in and started claiming territory. I ain't mad because green is my favorite, but we still want this blue to show out. I'm going to put him back in the outer V. And we'll clean up that fallout later because I'm really packing this on just to make sure he is not lost. Shimmer purple shade, the first one is called Unafraid. And we want to remember to only take this about halfway. And she's definitely prettier on that second layer. Okay, okay. I'm going to take it up until where about that purple ends. And that is beautiful. I love how it's a light color, but it's not necessarily pastel. I'm not the largest fan of pastels. I prefer darker jewel tones. And now for this metallic shade, it's called Envy. I'm going to try it out on a silicone applicator before I go in with my finger. And just to see if we can show off more than one texture, I want to only put this on the outer half of this color right here and leave that inner half there just so I can see the color variation in it. Oh yeah. I love this type of color here where you can wear it by yourself or top it off to full another color. And you can see how just right here it picks up much more shine than it does near the inner corner. We're going to do the same thing on the other side, and I don't think I'm going to have to go in with my finger because this picked it up beautifully. And I'm going to make sure we put it just here on the outer half. And then for that pressed glitter, we're going to use the exact same silicone applicator. We're just going to flip him over. And I always use one of these to pick up my glitters. And we're just going to press that on first and then buff. Oh yeah, honey, look at that. Look at that. And you want to press it firmly to ensure that it sticks to that glitter adhesive. And taper it out toward the end. Okay, let me feather it up toward the front as well because we don't want a harsh line right there. Yes, ma'am. And of course, because this is a pressed glitter, you want to be careful when you're picking it up off the pan. Pressing into a pressed glitter is much more easier to move the product than it is in an eyeshadow. So go in lightly and just go back in with more if you need to. But you don't want to risk pressing way too hard and having a huge dip or dent into your pan. We're going to feather this over toward the front as well. I'm going to double check to make sure these look nice. They only have to be sisters, they don't have to be twins. And before we go in and clean things up, I am a huge fan of deepening up my crease because I have hooded eyes. And so for the front half, we're going to go back in with that very first matte purple shade BU. Then we're going to go in and diffuse our front crease here. Just want that to be a little deeper. And then do the same over here. And the last step I want to do on the top part of my eyes is use this shade here, Sis, to deepen up my outer corner. Normally I would deepen up the outer half of my crease as well, but because I have glitters, I don't want to risk knocking those off. I'm going to load up a pencil brush and then just take it right here to the very tiniest outer corner here and make that just slightly deeper than the rest. Just want to make sure that one corner right there diffuses up to look even darker. Now that I'm happy with what we have going on the top half of the lids, I'm going to go ahead, cut away, do the face, and I'll be back to show you how we'll finish off the eyes and the lips. Ooh! Talking about bringing the Wahala, girl. Look at that. I am feeling this. We ain't even through, honey. I had to go in because I was feeling this purple shirt, had me feeling like royalty today. While off camera, I went in with my Urban Decay Psychedelic Sister Purple Eyeliner, help accentuate that inner corner. And then for my lips, I went in with the Lip Bar Straight No Chaser Lip Liner. Get that going because we're going to finish off our lips. For blush, I went in with the Saharan Blush Volume 2 palette. I used this shade here, Lena. I put that on first, built that up until I got the color intensity I wanted, but then I wanted more of a shimmer, so I went in with this shade Sola on top. Had that going. For a highlighter, I went in with my juviasplace Nefertiti Loose Highlighter, wearing that on the cheeks, the nose, the Cupid's bow chin, and above the brows. And I have a different highlighter that I wanted to use to finish off the eyes. We're going to do that on camera with you all. At first, I was going to go in with this red shade and this peachy color shade here, but just because we already started off with purples, I can always do that in another tutorial. So we're going to go back in with this shade BU and buff that out on the lower lash line. I'm just really feeling this purple, and you all know when I first got into makeup, I really didn't care for the color. I knew it looked nice on me, but it wasn't my favorite. Ooh. Almost went dark on us. Let's start from this side just so you can see. And I just really want them to be able to see and tell this purple here. Hit up that other side. And for my inner corner and brow bone highlight, I'm going to go in with the Heroin Glow 1 by Juvia's. This is a baked highlighter. It comes in this packaging here. And I just love how pretty this is. And it's very rare that I get to use it just because I find it a little too yellow gold for the skin. But for the eyes, she's going to bring the Wahala for us today. For the inner corner, because I like that to be beaming and bright. And I want that to truly stand out, like loud. You see that? To that, that's what we need. And just Because I'm extra, I'm gonna put a little bit and carry it up right here to the front part of that purple there. Yes, I want him screaming loud. And we're gonna clean off our brush of most product and then use a little bit up here underneath the brow. It's gonna really help accentuate that yellow color there. And I am just now realizing I never set my brow, so let me go ahead and just brush a little brow gel through there really quickly. Nothing serious. The last step is our gloss. And I didn't show you all the packaging earlier because if you look at the box with the eyeshadow palette here, it looks just like the front of the palette, so it truly skipped my mind because here's the palette. And I always love the artwork on juviasplace items, but the box for this lip gloss here, this is the glass gloss in the shade So Glazed. I already thought this was a beautiful box, but I didn't realize when you rotate it and you turn it like this, you get the same design, but it's a woman in a different skin tone. And then when you turn it this way, she's in an even deeper complexion. So to see this different skin tones is absolutely stunning to me. And the shade I picked up once again was So Glazed. It's a very sparkly pink hue. And with this purple lip liner, I think this is gonna go beautiful with this. I only ordered one just so I could test out the formula. She got a big old fat old doe foot, and you know I love that. That's like that Fenty Beauty one. Now I wanna try to get this on without getting my actual doe foot dirty. I don't want to transfer that purple color. And look at that. First off, the smell and taste of this, I accidentally did taste a little bit, but the smell and feel of this is amazing. And look at that shine, honey. We got to hurry up and finish because I got to give y'all my final thoughts, honey. All right, and so you know we got to set everything in place. First to hydrate, we're going to go in with our Fix Plus. All-nighter to last all day. Cheap fan, expensive breeze, good times. I'm gonna give this a few seconds to dry down and I'll be back to give you all my final thoughts. And this is the final look. I want to go ahead, give you all a full face view before I give you all my final thoughts. And as you can tell by the entire video with my tone, with my face, I am truly enjoying this look. Juviasplace has never let me down. When I tell you, pigmentation, blendability, color variation, they just know how to get the job done. And I truly went into this look. I was wearing a purple shirt just because I was feeling myself. I'm feeling like royalty because I, once again, want to thank you all for supporting me and getting me to 100 subscribers. And it wasn't until I was almost through with this look that I stopped and went, this looks familiar. Went through my mind for a moment, checked my videos, and realized this look here is a lot similar to the Natasha Denona palette that I created. And I'll leave that linked right here above where you can check that tutorial out. But it is crazy to me when I sit back and think of the fact that that palette cost me to customize and make. I used a mixture of 3 larger Natasha Denona palettes, which are $129, and 3 smaller ones, which are $49. And when you look at the fact that that's well over $500 worth of product, it's like, honey, you achieved the same look for $30-something with Juvia's Place, and it was a lot easier. It was a lot easier to achieve this look for $30 with Juvia's than $500 with Natasha Denona. Now don't get me wrong, I love my Natasha Denona. To spend that kind of money on that many palettes, you got to. But for me, her shimmer formula, miles above her matte formula. And it's because these mattes were so easy to blend and so buildable that if you gave me a choice of either, let's say someone took all of it away from me. If you told me, Torrence, you can get that customized Natasha Denona palette for free, or you can pay the $30-something for this one, me and Juvia's gonna rock it out. I got my Natasha Denona, never wanted to get rid of it, but I wouldn't repurchase it again knowing I could do this. Natasha don't got glitters in hers, this do. Only thing this one doesn't have is those dual chromes, but at this look, who needs them? Another thing, this lip combo, honey, we're gonna be getting us some more Juvia's Place glosses because this, it feels amazing. I already knew the lip bar makes a good liner, but I've never worn a purple lip in my life unless I was just playing in lipstick and took it straight off. Baby, we stepping out into the world to let them see these. Look at those DSLs. Girl, yes. I hope you all truly did enjoy this look. If you all did, please give it a thumbs up. And before we leave, I want to make sure that I also let you all know one very last time, thank you. Because this journey to 100 subscribers was a struggle. When I first started, I literally had no idea on how to do anything but my makeup. The idea of editing anything was so scary to me, but I've picked up on my skills, I've picked up on my speed, and I truly appreciate the fact that you all have stuck with me while I was on the learning curve. There's still a lot more that I have to learn, such as marketing, more on editing, things like that. But while going through my collection and trying to figure out exactly what I wanted to do for my 100 subscriber giveaway, I decided what I wanted to do was share things from my personal collection that I have not used. I did a mini declutter video, which I'll leave linked right here above. And in that video, I showed many items that I have duplicates of and I'm no longer going to keep. And I'm giving away all of those items in my 100 subscriber giveaway. But I was just so overjoyed last night when I went to bed that I came home, took a shower, jumped straight into bed to wake up and record this for you all. And while doing so, I was just thinking, Torrence, I know you can dig a little deeper. I'm quite sure there are some other items in your collection that you can add to this giveaway that you are not using. And I really did find a few things, so I want to show you those items that I'm going to add to that giveaway. If you want to know everything that's in the giveaway, remember to watch that declutter video because all of those items will be added. But because we're doing Juvia's Place, they sent me a single eyeshadow with the Wahala palette, and this is in the shade Casablanca. And although I have never used this shade on camera, I do really like it. And this was actually a shade that was in the very first palette that I used in my very first video, so you can check that out. But if I already have this in palette form, I don't need it in a single. And someone could really use this here, so I'm gonna make sure I put that in the giveaway. And also I have an additional lip bar lip liner. I did not realize that I purchased all of them and accidentally purchased a backup, but someone can actually get this. This is in the shade Straight Talk. I already have it, I don't need it, and someone else can try out this brand. And if you check out that declutter video, you'll see I even added a gloss from this brand because I really love and support them. And come think about it, here's my Straight Talk liner, here's another. So if I've never even had to sharpen this one, there's no way I'm gonna get through this one as well. Another item I have a duplicate of while in Target is this, a highlighter from Makeup Geek. I have an additional one because I accidentally lost this one when I packed up to go spend the night over my sister's house. Forgot to take it out the bag, so I don't need two. And this is just a nice mid-tone universally golden shade here. But I think the item I'm most excited to add to this here is this eyeshadow palette here. The Amrezy palette. This palette here is in the traditional ABH format, but they did add 2 additional shades. Normally they would contain 12, but they have 14 in this one. And Amrezy even embezzled the packaging in sparkles here, which give it an extra flair. What is crazy enough is I've never even used mine. That is crazy to think that I bought them during a buy one get one sale and never used it because I put it on the shelf. And ABH has an amazing formula, and this palette as well has two press, wait, let me see, 1, 2, looks like this may be, I see for sure that there are 2 pressed glitters, but 2, maybe 3 of the other shades look like they may have glitters as well. But there's no need for me to hold on to 2 of these palettes if one of them have never even been used. So I'm going to make sure I add this to the giveaway as well. So anyone who wants to win this giveaway, there are only 2 things you have to do. Just 2. 1, be subscribed to the channel. And the second thing, leave a comment down below in the comment section. It doesn't matter what you say. You can say thank you, you can say hello, you can say I didn't even like this tutorial. Any and every comment is eligible, but once again, you have to be subscribed to the channel and you do have to leave a comment. I plan on posting this video, I believe, on a Wednesday, and I'm going to give it exactly 2 weeks for anyone to try to enter. Anyone who enters is eligible. I want to try to keep things open and fair and give it to anyone who is subscribed to the channel because everyone does help. Whether you like, whether you comment, subscribe, share my videos, it all truly helps, and I really appreciate everything. And I know I keep saying that I want to say thank you for the last time, but one final last time, I really want to say thank you, and I love the support that you have offered me over the past few months. I don't have anything else to say right now. I'm going to go ahead and head to work. So remember to practice, continue to stay blessed, and until next time, goodbye, YouTube.